everybody. Just going to make a quick video on how to make a protective salt. There's a lot of confusion over what kind of things that you can put in your protective salt, or do you need anything at all? You don't necessarily have to have anything in a protective salt. By the nature of the very salt itself, it is crystalline in structure and does hold an electric charge, and it can hold the intent of the person who's using it. How to consecrate the salt: you're going to take any kind of container of salt. It can just be plain iodized salt in the container that you get from the grocery store. But first, before you do anything else, you're going to consecrate the salt, and what that means is holding it between your hands and stating your intent and purpose for the use of the salt. You might want to say a prayer. You might want to ask for protection from negativity or anything that you think is influencing your life in a negative manner. Salt can be used in just about any location you want. You can sprinkle it at work. No one has to know. You can also put it around the perimeter of your house. You can use it in a dish in the middle of the home and let it diffuse its energetic qualities throughout the home. Once you've consecrated the salt, though, you don't want to use it for seasoning any longer. It has to be put away and just used for that specific purpose. Now, this salt right here is a sacred banishing salt that I use. It is Celtic sea salt, which I like the best. Why? Because when you take the Celtic sea salt in between your fingers, you're going to feel that it has still got some moisture to it. Water is another conductive of electrical activity, electrical charge, and so I think that adds a little bit of a benefit to the salt. Not only does the salt conduct electricity, but also the tiny bit of moisture left adds to that conductivity. So I think it holds the electrical charge of the intent better. Things that you can put in the salt, and you can see here I have some dried herbs in there and some essential oils. Now this particular blend has multiple herbs and multiple essential oils referenced specifically for banishment of negative energy. You can use just about any kind of salt. Like I said, this is a Dead Sea salt, and you see the grains are a little bit wider and thicker than the Celtic sea salt. And also I've put the dried herbs in this, and I put more essential oils in there. One good thing about this is if you feel that you have a negative attachment, if you put all body safe essential oils in here, you can also use it in your bath to cleanse your body and cleanse your aura. So there's sort of dual purpose. Now these fancy salts that I make are really good for just putting in a dish and putting in the middle of the room and letting the energy diffuse into the air. You can, still certainly do that with plain salt, but you're going to get the added benefit of the essential oils and all of the energies from the plants of the essential oils and the dried herbs in that diffusing into the atmosphere. This is a real simple one that's just rosemary and lemon, and that's very body safe. This would be something that you would want to use in your bath to cleanse your aura if you wanted to. You can use any type of salt that you like. This one is a Epsom salt, so that we get the added benefits of the magnesium and muscle relaxation in the bath water. And we have lemon granules in this one, and then dried rosemary and a little bit of lemon and rosemary essential oil in there. So it really makes for instilling a lot of positive. This one not only repels negativity, but it instills a lot of positive energy into the air, and it's very refreshing. The herbs that are going to be put into the salts, once you've consecrated the salt, you can start to add your herbs. You want to chop them up pretty fine. This blend right here is an incense blend. If you're not going to use them in the bath, you can use an herbal incense added to the salts. If you already have an herbal incense that you really like the smell of and is intent for banishment of negativity or installation of positivity, then you can just add those herbs to the salt. The essential oils are going to come in little bottles like this. And for I'd say every jar like this, you would add a half a cc of an essential oil and stir it up real well. Now, what kind of essential oils could be used? If you're banishing negativity, you can use black pepper, rosemary, lemon. All of those are really good essential oils to add to your salt. If you're trying to just instill a positive type and healing environment, rosemary and lavender or vanilla is a good oil to add. One thing that I suggest my students do is to keep a little container like this salt cellar. You can find these at little flea markets for a couple of dollars. They're perfect for putting a little bit of this really aromatic salt in the dish. And to charge it further, you can also take a little quartz crystal cluster. Once you've put the salt in the dish and you're letting the aroma come out, you place the quartz into the salt and it adds a charge to it. Of course, you're going to instill your intent in the crystal before you put it into the salt, and that adds to the benefit of the salt. So those are really cute and easy. And that's your practical pixie moment for today.